Hello, welcome to continuing our Death Stranding 2 playthrough on the hardest difficulty, brutal. We're going to be delivering more packages and getting on with the main story again today. We could do a couple standard orders before we do. Well, actually, I'm just going to deliver stuff to here. I'm going to take my camera off because you don't want my beauty distracting you from the beauty of this game. My headset on? Yep. Turn the game volume up, make sure the stream's working. Alright, well, I'll say goodbye for you, to you for now. Turn this camera off. I'll try not to be talking, interrupting through cutscenes. Let's make some deliveries. What are we holding? We have a lot of stuff. What's on our bike? Just everything for this guy and the government guy. So that's towards where we're going, so I'm not going to put it far away, delivering that stuff. We got the Hazard Orange outfit. Oh my god, I hate when there's lost material right outside of the base that we're at. I can't help it, guys. We're gonna have to grab this and drive 10 seconds back. It should be a rule for it to be farther away. How do you lose it when it's right there? Did that really damage our cargo? That tiny little bump? Ah, that's annoying.
Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you.
Once you cross the threshold of the base, there should be no damage be able to be done to your cargo. We are on brutal difficulty, so.
It's like a dream come true, this showing up on our doorstep.
Yeah, take your little piece of flesh.
Thank you for your...
Order complete. Well done.
For deliveries, I'd never usually skip unless they got something unique to say, and they only have unique stuff to say if it's if you level them up 1 star, but that was enough. The sky really cleared up pretty fast. We got the monorail, and we got trucks. Did that last stream. Completed 2 aid requests. We might have more.
Sam, your cargo's at its breaking point.
I just picked that up. It's not my fault that it's about to break when I picked it up. Where's can't. Oh,
Okay.
okay, that Clearly somebody mistreated that package to where it's at the breaking point. So drive extra smooth, like.
Definitely not alone.
I built this road. With my own bare hands and a giant printer. Man, there's so much stuff everywhere. Probably because I have the little skill tree add-on to make more stuff appear, but it's nice having more bridges and ladders just be there. I'm here to deliver a package. Lots of packages.
Oh,
Am I
hey,
done with you?
Always looking out for us. I don't know where you found this. I'm sure glad you did. Since you've been working so hard on our behalf, we have some new data to share with you. Thanks again.
Upgraded battle skeleton.
We want to reward you for your service by allowing you to use more of the materials we have stored on site.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Your efforts have enabled us to refine the battle skeleton's design even further. I think this can be considered the final stage of its evolution. You'll find that it's now even more compact when carried as a piece of cargo. The damage reduction capabilities and battery efficiency are also at the peak of what's realistically achievable. And of course, it's more powerful than ever. So feel free to load it up with all the heavy cargo. I can't wait to see what you do with it. Best of luck with all your orders to come.
So why would I be carrying a battle skeleton as cargo? That's the real question. Maybe to somebody else? Let's grab this guys' stuff because we're going there right now. Place it on the Trad Cruiser. We'll just take one of these since we used a little bit of ours. Make a new battle skeleton. Why don't we have gold? We just have silver and normal. I want gold. I want to be rich. Get rid of that. And get rid of this one. Everything else I think is still pretty good. Oh, we don't need two of these. We could get rid of those shoes, they're pretty worn out. What about these two? These two are 100%. We need to make new shoes. So we can get better upgraded shoes. Get some J's on our feet. Now I'm not gonna go over to the musician. Not yet. We'll go see the commander, and then we're gonna hop on our ship for the main story. Fragile wanted to tell us something about Lou, so there's no time for dilly-dallying. Even though Sam's, or his main loyalty lies, is package delivery, and also care very much about Lou. This road, they built that road more without me. There's a lot of NPC porters in this. Way more than the first one. Good to see me again, even though he only can see me with one eye. Is that even a compliment?
Hi there. Thanks for stopping by. Let me just take a look at our active orders. Time after time you've been there for us.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
We're our master carriers.
As always, thank you. Hope we can...
Order complete.
You
Well
can't
done.
count on me in the future. I'm a renegade. No more. What happened? Where did my trike go? I must have got on the wrong trike at some point. Alright, let's hit this main story cutscene. See what all the fuss Fragile is about. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with the BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that pretty much is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
Mystery of Lou continues.
Good morning to you, Sam.
Sam, it's Charlie. A new order is now ready for you. I'd also like to brief you on your next destination. And I believe that Fragile wants to have a word as well. Visit the delivery terminal in West Fort Knott to take on the relevant main order.
Sam, it seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me.
We can read for pleasure on stream now. Tarman and...
That's Tarman's son. He must have placed the photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
Sure.
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son?
Thank you. Yes. He's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents, with this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain. You want to hear the story?
Sure.
I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine. This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named it. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, the tides, hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Strip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. I'll be fine, Pop. You seeing this? I think she's pregnant. Hey, Pop. This is weird.
Stop! And just like that, the tar took my boy, and my hand along with him. At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected.
I want to know more about that tar cat. That's gnarly. Alright, I'm going to use the restroom and refill my tea. So I'm going to pause the broadcast and then we'll resume in like a minute or two. Let's see what else everyone on the ship has to say to me. That was a cool backstory. And that looked like it was optional too, which is kind of wild to just miss out on that. Let's see. What new look do we have? It's just the new glasses, right? I don't like having the glasses on for cutscenes. We should start wearing them when we're just doing standard orders. The Luden's mask ones. I wonder if it like helps us when we're in the game make everything less bright or something. I don't know. I found it wild that hat helps your stamina. We should do a color outfit change. Let's do that. Let's go. We need another camo, but for now we're just gonna go. Let's rock. Should we go crazy and be purple or green? Nah. Let's do gray. Just be super boring and be gray. You know, we were just doing a wild orange, so might as well switch it up. Everybody's got to match. We got to be rolling as a crew. Oh, that's supposed to be gray. Now we're looking cool. Let's get some food. Drink some tea. Yeah, pound these tea tall cans. What are these books? Let's check out this book thing. Does it actually give us like the whole of Moby Dick to read?
Moby Dick, or The Whale, seems to be one of Tarman's favorite novels. As the name suggests, it's a story about a white sperm whale named Moby Dick. Captain Ahab, one of the main characters, uses a prosthetic leg made of whalebone to replace the one Moby Dick took long ago. He's obsessed with getting revenge against the whale, which he hates with a terrible passion, all while nursing the phantom pain of his lost leg. In the end, Ahab fails to exact vengeance on his foe and is dragged into the sea. His crew's only survivor is Ishmael, the book's narrator. He was rescued after clinging desperately to a coffin-shaped life buoy. That's right, a coffin was his savior. Ironic, isn't it? How you use a thing makes all the difference.
Dollman just spoiled the whole book. What the heck, Dollman?
On a dark night in May 1816, 3 men and 2 women found themselves confined to a villa on the shore of Lake Geneva. A catastrophic volcanic eruption had wrought havoc on the global climate, and a relentless rain hammered down outside. With little else to do, the occupants of the villa decided to compose ghost stories. And it was on this fateful night that a woman named Mary penned what would become Frankenstein. Mary, who was only 18 years of age, had already lived a tumultuous life. She was engaged in an affair with the poet Percy Bysshe Shelley at the time, whom she would later go on to marry. A dramatic retelling of these events was committed to film prior to the Death Stranding. Titled Mary Shelley, It stars Elle Fanning in the lead role. Now, where have I heard that name before?
I'm pretty sure that Mary Shelley, the writer of Frankenstein, and I forget what his or her name, I think, is the girl who wrote Dracula. They both got stuck in that little villa together and were writing. It's just a coincidence. I know they both were in the same like mansion or house together. I think that might be one. It might be a different one. There's a tidbit of info. What do you want, doll man?
I've known Tarman for quite a while now, but that was the first time I've heard him speak about his son in that fashion. It made me wish that I could do something, anything to ease his burden. But setting aside those feelings, suppose that cat of his is in fact his son reborn. Why does it treat me as though I'm a threat? Does it just hate me? Reincarnation or not, perhaps it's still a cat at heart.
Simon, you're scary as shit.
Oh boy. I really miss the taste of food. There are organisms in this area that I don't believe I've ever laid eyes on before. My understanding is that they're called chiral creatures, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Apparently, they will drain your batteries if you come into contact with them. There may be other deleterious effects for all we know. And really, you shouldn't be bothering them anyway. There's nothing to be gained from it. It's not like they drop coins when defeated.
Makes me think they might drop coins when they're defeated. Alright, we didn't shower yet. Let's do that.
Hi, Sam.
Hello, Tarman. And cat. Fly kitty. What's the cat's name? Can you tell us? We're gonna skip those shower and bathroom scenes. Gotta shower to get those chiral crystals off of us. More.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Looking clean as a whistle.
Thanks, doll man. Dollman's just a pocket-sized cheerleader / therapist.
Extraction was successful. It was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility. Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? 1.
Are those Lou's parents? Is that who we're seeing? Who knows? By the way, that's never answer my questions in comments or streams or anything. They're all just rhetorical questions. We gotta pick up the order from Westport, not. What do we have in here? I'm just gonna give this cargo to other people.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated.
What do I have on my back? Do I have cargo to deliver? No. Just have a bunch of my own equipment. And let's just fly over there. Didn't Fragile have something to say to us? I don't think there's anywhere else to go on my ship, though. Maybe it's at this terminal.
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its Western counterpart, this observatory is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the changes taking place in the Australian environment. To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position. But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
Sam, the next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of Drawbridge is waiting for you there. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHV Magellan. I recruited them myself when we first met in the UCA. You can pick up the order from the delivery terminal. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
Where are we going? I'm gonna hit the musician too. They're like right next to each other, aren't they? Yeah. Why not? Oh, it's too heavy, that's why. You could bring some floating containers with this. Do I want to though? Yeah, we'll just build a truck actually. Build our own truck. With a battery unit. I don't know how much space it. Oh no, it's all on the outside. It probably doesn't take up any space for the truck. Let's go ahead and. Whoops. Let's throw 3 on there. Let's get wild. We'll put more on there. Now this one. Do these actually like? No. Why not 6? Let's make it the ultimate energy truck. I'm hoping we can still put stuff inside the back of the truck. That would suck. Let's do like a red, and then we're gonna go like a Does that look good? I kind of like it. Double orange. What is this? Or we should do tan. Like a creamy, sandy tan. Or we can go bright yellow. Ooh, that's wild. We'll do that just because how wild and crazy it looks. Let's rock the DHV. Floating carrier stuff. We don't really need to put those skill trees on unless we're using floating carriers. Sure, more likes. It's kind of like XP stuff, right? We still got 85. What is this one? Proximity scanner. Wasn't there another one I wanted? No, this one, but I never fall over, so. What's better than motion scanner? Which one costs the most? That's the best one, right? Let's use this. We're just gonna take this road.
Commencing route creation.
Here. We're going straight up through there.
Delivery route finalized.
So then we got Rainbow Valley and the Musician if we find lost cargo.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Let's see if there's any cargo that government. There we go. Just one thing. Interesting. Everything's off the Tri-Cruiser, right? We don't need that anymore. Can we drive from either the left or right side? Did they drive on? Looks like we can. I am an American. Oh no, we're on the right side. Is that how they do it in Australia? hurt. I sure do hope we don't run out of the battery. That real fast. I think these make these trucks have roofs, considering all the deadly timefall rain. In a while they don't. Here I am, Music Man. Take your deliveries.
Well, we meet again. Just bringing up the orders. Holy crap! You really are a pro. Wait, just how many orders did you do? You're a porter machine. Sam, you really are incredible. But you need a gift, not praise.
Upgraded shotgun. And he's still trying to share his big safe with me.
I went and raised the limit on the materials you can access here. So there's no need to hold back.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Oh, that's a nice one. Get more Strand contracts too.
Oh, right, Sam. I've got a lighter version of that shotgun I shared with you before. That's just my way of showing support. My friend assisted with the design. Once again, the power of connectivity has produced the goods. By the way, I've got another song for you. I know this one will speak to your soul. Have a listen when you can. And, this is near and dear to my heart, but just take it. It's a licky stick.
What? A licky stick? What the hell is that?
You come back soon. I'll be waiting.
Order completed. Well done.
Let's see. Let me just go like straight
Commencing route creation.
here.
Delivery route finalized.
Thanks for being there for me.
I don't know how I feel about your licky stick. Well, let's swap out our shotguns. What a beaut.
Now leaving viral network coverage.
Oh, the auto paver's up here too? Dang. Let's get all we can. We need, let's say, 1800, 36, 4480.
Now entering viral network coverage.
Doubt he has that much, but let's take what we can. Wait, how much did we get for? It's only 1600. Whatever. Definitely nowhere near enough. You know, we should check the Sherlock there too. Yeah, that might be enough metal. I wasn't really count. Let's see. What did I say? 1800? That's like the least amount of metal I think Need more metal. Yeah. No, that's 36. It's chiral crystals. We have enough of that. Metal's 3,600. How much metal do we have in here? Four, 8, 12, 16. No, we only have, was it 2,700? Not enough, but getting there. This must be a big section of the pavement. This truck's almost maxed out on cargo.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Whoops. Forgot to do the rest. Hope that's enough. I swear that's like the whistle while you work song. Let's look at these. More Strand contracts. How much do we have? Are we like maxed out? Is that what that red thing means? Oh, we have to be in the chiral network for it to work. Makes sense. I was like, what? What a nice leisurely drive. There's delivery. Any like time fall or BTs or deadly enemies. What is that? It was just like a yellow light outside. I thought that was glowing on the scanner, that yellow circle.
Hold on a minute. Are you Sam?
Nope.
Then does this mean the drawbridge has finally come to the valley? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you could make it. It's an honor to welcome you here.
He doesn't sound from Australia.
This cargo is in tip-top shape. You are a consummate professional.
A trophy help us bring Australia into the network. Complete episode 3, Drawbridge. Alright, before we hit like a cutscene or something, let me use the restroom again. I just hydrate too much. Sorry, everyone. I should have paused the broadcast too, so it shows up later without that. Staring at the hologram guy.
We'll be hoping to see more of you in the future. The next step involves the Cupid, yeah? Okay then, let's do this.
You're connected for free with Sam's Cupid. Tar cannon? Oh, for fires? This game has fire in it? Okay, it knocks people unconscious too. But it helps the catcher PTs, that's crazy. Don't use it against PTs then.
Now displaying your current order grade.
The connection looks strong and steady to me. That cargo you brought along is going to make a world of difference, too. It'll allow us to proceed with our terraforming initiative. Hopefully, no more towns will have to suffer the fate of the one down below us. Oh, we've shared our tar cannon data with everyone, by the way. I suspect you'll find it useful in your own work. Try it out. See if it suits your needs.
The terraforming initiative?
This region was once filled with lush vegetation, over which birds soared and serenaded, until all that beautiful life fell prey to sudden desertification. We swore to do everything in our power to bring back what was lost. Around the time we got started, the APAC people showed up. With their help, we've been able to achieve a modest measure of success. But moving forward, we have to find a way to nurture and protect what little we have on our own.
The town down below.
You probably passed the town I mentioned on your way up here. At a glance, it might have looked like nothing more than a cluster of massive boulders. But those were once buildings. Places where people used to live. As the desert kept creeping closer, the town was abandoned overnight. They'd been forced to evacuate. The few who were left behind became BTs. Still, at least the exodus went to plan. There are no void-outs at any rate.
Tar cannons?
Tar cannons are invaluable pieces of equipment that we use to combat forest fires. Now, while fires are a common occurrence in this region, water is a precious resource. So these cannons were developed as extinguishers that utilize the tar contained within the earth itself. They leverage the tar's viscosity, making them one of the most effective methods of combating fire we have. When deployed on the ground, they can both extract and discharge tar simultaneously. You can pick up the cannon and use it on the go as well, but you'll be unable to refill its tar reservoir while doing so. If you find yourself caught in a wildfire, you'll need to figure out when to shoot and when to move in order to make it out alive.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks for everything, Sam. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands will one day be filled with life again, however long it takes. In particular, that comrade of yours has performed absolute miracles for us. If you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river, directly opposite this shelter. Come back and visit anytime.
Right. Time to meet up with our comrade. Let's see. They should be around here somewhere.
Is he talking about Hartman? He said Hartman's going to be meeting up with us here, so... Let's get one of these. I'm worried about getting stuck in a fire without one. Well, it's a big piece of equipment, though. we should be carrying equipment of this size. Imagine we might need it soon, just basically like giving it to us right now, so. Just going through this ravine, might as well just walk. And go see our friend over here. Wonder if everywhere she goes, rain's just falling with that, her outfit, her umbrella, and her little nightmares outfit.
Thanks for coming, Sam. I'm sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were at first.
You're the picture of health, Rainey.
You too, little man.
You had some kind of a trick for dealing with time fall?
Rainey, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan. Fragile. Hi.
Hi. Nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Carograms are great, but nothing beats a hug. Well, I'm sure you already know. This is Rainey. She's a good friend of the cause.
It really is a pleasure to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you too.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again.
Sam, Charlie here. You may now undertake your next assignment. You can find the relevant main order by accessing the delivery terminal in Rainbow Valley.
I forgot to change the color of our backpack. Whatever. Can you give us another summary? Same summary of Moby Dick?
The Pequod is the ship in which Ahab pursues Moby Dick on his quest for vengeance. His crew includes Dutchmen, Frenchmen, Spaniards, Portuguese, Icelanders, as well as shipmates from China and India. Countless other people of myriad origins, too. It is arguably symbolic of the multiracial United States. A gathering of souls that transcends ethnic and national divisions, united in pursuit of a singular goal. I can't help but be reminded of Kojima Productions. Wait, judging by your reaction, you've never heard of Kojima Productions? Sam, you can't be serious.
It's a good meta. Read more? Yeah. We'll see us to say about the real world. Back to Frankenstein.
The gathering of storytellers that spawned Mary Shelley's Frankenstein gave rise to yet another legendary creature of horror fiction.
That was my
I
fact
speak,
earlier.
of course, of the vampire. A physician named Polidori was also in attendance that evening, and he later unveiled his creation in a new novel. As I may have mentioned before, the summer of that year was unusually cold. In Europe alone, 200,000 people are said to have perished as a result. Could it be that a widespread fear that the world might be coming to an end served as inspiration for two classic monsters? I find it a compelling theory. certain parallels can be drawn between Captain Ahab's pursuit and the Prometheus myth. Prometheus is a deity said to have stolen fire from the heavens in order to give it to humans. In essence, he bestowed upon them the power of the gods themselves. This power manifested as technology. Humans crafted tools, and with them brought nature to heal and built great civilizations. Perhaps the author intended to frame Ahab's pursuit of the white whale as one akin to mankind's struggle against the forces of nature. We ourselves are arguably living out our own Prometheus myth as we fight to overcome the Death Stranding. No, we definitely are. And we're not about to lose.
Gotta keep reading. What else does he have to say? Oh man.
It should be noted that the monster's name is not Frankenstein, nor was it ever given a proper name. Frankenstein is the name of its creator and the story's protagonist, Victor Frankenstein. Through its many movie adaptations, the image of the disturbing and unstable patchwork creature has grown ever more vivid. And in the process, the misconception that it was called Frankenstein was born. In the original novel, however, it was an intelligent, human-like being that craved acceptance. A clever, gentle giant cobbled together from others. Not unlike our dead man, don't you think? And while he doesn't appear in Shelley's original work, in several movies, Frankenstein is joined by a rather memorable assistant named Igor. Igor and Victor. Now, where have I heard those two names before?
Think about Frankenstein. Calling Frankenstein's monster Frankenstein. Victor Frankenstein. So, if he has a son, wouldn't the last names be Frankenstein? And since he created it, I think it's okay to call his creation Frankenstein, because it's his last name. You know? It makes sense. If you think about it. Let's keep reading. Oop. Looks like Dollman's got no more summaries for us. Okay, where's her? We can't lick her licky stick. Unfortunate.
That sure looked good, Sam.
What did?
I was glad to see Rainey in such high spirits. She's grown so bright and energetic, almost unrecognizable from our first meeting. A pity that her child shows no similar signs of development.
Her child is just stuck, not aging. Maybe that's why she can... What if... That's why she can de-age things? Because her child doesn't grow? It stays the same age? I don't know.
Rainey used to be much more quiet and withdrawn. She seemed averse to spending time with people. Dolls, too. It was singing and dancing that got her to open up. I'm something of a performer myself, though I've never showed anyone.
You can dance and sing, puppet?
The Rainbow Valley greenhouses are the product of our researchers' hard work. And thanks to you and me, those invaluable structures will endure for a good while yet.
I thought Dollman was going to be a lot crazier than he is. He's pretty, like, just a normal dude. We gotta take a shower. Get those Kyle crystals off of us. We're gonna pause the broadcast for a second again. back. Oh man, gotta say, I look clean as a whistle.
Nothing like a warm shower after a...
Thanks for the compliment, doll man. Alright, let's get out of here. Rainy shelter. Oh, she's still chilling in there? I thought she was coming with us. Or she just stopped by to say hi. Seems like she also has the dooms.
Sam, your next order requires you to recover an escaped kangaroo, the subject of an important experiment. Seems the bushland area it hopped off to is one where the chiral density is extremely high, meaning you'll need to get it back to the animal shelter ASAP to ensure its safety. This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. I'll brief you on the details while you review your map. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal when you're ready to get underway.
That's crazy, we gotta go catch a kangaroo. Crazy, we gotta go catch a kangaroo. Oh, why does it look like that? He's too heavy for us to carry too.
Hey Sam, Charlie here. Since this is your first order involving the capture and preservation of animals, allow me to provide additional information. The kangaroo you're looking for is somewhere in this area. Once you've arrived, use your Odradek to begin searching for the creature. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal carrier. No need to fabricate anything unique. Get close enough to the kangaroo and deploy the carrier to capture it. It will be a bulky piece of cargo, but you should be able to carry it on your back like any other container. However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains as well as rivers and uneven terrain. Bear this in mind when considering what equipment to take with you. All right, time to proceed with route planning and final preparations.
We're gonna rescue it and take it there. Okay.
Commencing route creation.
What's this? Another river over there.
Delivery route finalized.
Should we bring a trank gun? Or it said we can just capture it somehow? We're not bringing a tar cannon. We don't need guns. We should probably just get rid of everything, to be honest. We can trank it, right? Just put it to sleep. Probably be the easiest way. Let's see. We could put our trank gun on our tool rack too, I think.
Order accepted. Thank you. A word of warning, Sam. That sniper rifle doesn't appear to be equipped.
Oh my god, doll
with
man. Every
meaning
time
it
I take
will
out my
make
sniper, you have to tell me this.
considerable noise when fired.
I'm gonna beat doll man
Take
up.
care not to attract the enemy's attention.
Are we going to the animal shelter? Yeah, but we probably shouldn't pick up anything. Check it off foot.
What in the world?
Maybe we do need the tar gun.
We have a situation, Sam. I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
We shouldn't take the tar gun. We can't carry a kangaroo with a tar gun. Whatever, we'll figure it out. I thought I'm carrying 2 ladders. No? I put the ladders away too? Oh, jeez. Alright, let's not make it. Oh, there's a tar gun over there. From another player. Oh, jeez. They call me Bushfire Fighter. Let's just pick this up. Can't walk very fast with it. Alright, let's be quicker about it. Cool, poopy. Whales? Whales falling from the sky? We got whale comets.
Hey, Sam, over there! I see the kangaroo! Get close enough to put it in an animal carrier for transport. All right, time to make our getaway. Your cargo won't last long at this rate, Sam. Handle it with greater care, please.
I just did a little jump. This is crazy. They call me Bushman Sam. So we can capture animals now? That's pretty cool. Maybe it's only specific. A little spider. It looked like one of the Kyle spiders.
I'm still not sure how we survived that. Anyway, we have a Cupid to connect, right?
The tar gun doesn't seem to work like fast enough unless we're trying to get through a specific little ravine. I don't think it's worth bringing. Don't worry, I have your kangaroo.
Good morning. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, sir.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted.
You must be Sam. We've heard all about you from your friends at Drawbridge. Go ahead and connect us to the chiral network.
Decoy grenade. It's kind of nice. Oh, she makes it rain, right? She makes it rain and can reverse the rain.
Thank you, Sam. Don't worry about the fire. Rainey will put it out for us.
Tell me though, who is she exactly?
No one wanted anything to do with me. All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared. Until that day. I'm so sorry.
Hey there. You're Rainy, aren't you?
Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
You want my power? Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm, poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me? I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Only me. Really?
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet. I'm here for you. For both of you. I'll be your umbrella. And together we'll show the world the hope in your reign. Come on. Who wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold? Come on.
Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us, the animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine. It's a wonderful relief. Anyway, I'll check your orders now. Kangaroo seems to be in fine spirits. You took good care of it, I can tell. I can't believe you found this. We'd all but given up hope. I hope you'll continue to work with us.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Okay, but what about the fire whales from the sky?
The kangaroo you rescued seems to be alright, thank goodness. Oh, she's so very special to us, and we're relieved to have her back in one piece. Once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like. By the way, we've uploaded our decoy hologrenade data to the network. You can trigger it remotely once thrown, creating a distraction that'll lure enemies away. It might just save your life if you run afoul of any troublemakers.
What's so special about this kangaroo?
Well, we first found her in an area with high concentrations of chiralium. How wild animals are affected by prolonged exposure is something we still don't understand completely. But it's thought this may be a key factor in how chiral creatures come into existence. So, you can see why our wee girl would be an invaluable research subject.
You mentioned a reserve?
It's where we look after the animals in our care. The vegetation around here didn't die out like elsewhere, and we still have a reliable water supply. After we screen each animal in our underground facilities, we release them into the reserve and monitor their health over time. When that kangaroo you rescued is strong enough, we'll move her up top where she'll be able to stretch her legs. That being said, changes in the environment can have a profound impact on many species, causing never-before-seen creatures to appear, throwing the ecosystem into chaos. Which is why we strive to preserve native animals here for future generations.
Alright, I'm heading out.
Cheers, Sam. You really helped us out. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the Death Stranding. And once they're gone, there's no getting them back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt, it's been pretty bad. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when Australia is fully linked up. So I've got high expectations for you and your friends. Speaking of which, how would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts? It'd be a simple matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on their own and bringing them to us. Even a few would make a real difference. Give it some thought, eh?
Well done, Sam. Return to the DHV Magellan and report to the bridge. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rainey and her talents.
Order completed. Well done.
Rainey's a wild character.
We owe you one. Till next time.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
I don't need this Targon. I stored all my stuff in that base, not in here. Whatever.
When she's outside, Rainey's constantly surrounded by timefall. But within a 1.5 meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed. We call it core fall. Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm. Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
They're not isolated cases. It seems to be happening everywhere. Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, the fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance in the beach itself. I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that beach. Or so they think.
BB units were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach. And in doing so, it is possible that we may resolve the issue of still baby syndrome.
Upper Beach was Amelie's Doomsday Beach, though. She had to separate herself. So Doomsday didn't happen, right? Trying to get her back on the beach. That's the name of the game, Back to the Beach.
Sam, it's Charlie. You'll be happy to hear that a request has come in which will take you to your next destination. Unfortunately, no nearby facilities have the capacity to prepare the cargo. So it's going to be a long-distance delivery from West Fort Knott instead. Moreover, this request requires you to transport a large quantity of cargo. Careful consideration will need to be given to your route and your means of traversing it. You'll also need to think about what equipment you might need. Only then should you commit to a plan of action. Access the delivery terminal at West Fort Knott to pick up this main order. Oh, and the DHB Magellan can take you there, if need be. Just open your ring terminal and select chart course to request transport.
I think I want to upgrade some of the bases around here before we go continue. We just got so much story dumped upon of us. Just those wild things just happened. Well, probably one of the coolest characters. These side characters in this game are just ridiculously awesome. Okay, Dolman's done reading stories of books, it seems.
Was that tasty, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you try fresh? I was looking into the conditions that led to the bushfire we escaped. It seemed to have been caused by a phenomenon known as chiral cinders. Unlike other items washed up by the currents, cinders violently erupt from the tar and soar through the sky before crashing to the ground. This phenomenon has been observed across the continent and has led to an increase in bushfires. It's one more potential threat to keep an eye out for. Ever wanted to learn more about the various creatures housed at the animal shelter, Sam? Well, there's a speaker outside the facility that they use to broadcast updates. Might be good to check in on some of the animals we've taken there once in a while. I'm so glad that we were able to save that kangaroo's life.
Me too.
It's easy to forget that humans aren't the only creatures affected by the Death Stranding. Protecting our remaining wildlife isn't just the right thing to do. It can also help us to better understand how the environment has changed. Rainey was a vision to behold. To put out that fire so effortlessly. Her powers are incredible, don't you think? The kangaroo you rescued is currently being cared for and studied at the animal shelter. You know, if you ever want to stop by and see how it's doing, I wouldn't object. Are you curious how I maintain my youthful appearance? It's because Rainey lets me shower in her core fall from time to time.
Can she reverse normal aging? So many mysteries. Alright, let's shower. Like Dollman said, he wants us to be fresh and clean. He's gonna say clean as a whistle.
Nothing like a warm shower.
Nope. He's got 2 lines for after when you take a shower. What? These BB visions are way crazier than they were in the first game. Where's our steps all the way down there? Let's just, I think this is just a free run through nothing. We still have our, in case we find any animals, we can just trank them.
Hey Sam, why don't you let the DHV Magellan take it?
Because I'm trying to do some standard orders. Oh, it's just there and back, right?
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
So, Animal Shelter, Rainy Shelter, and Rainbow Valley. That's all the lost cargo stuff we should get. Maybe we'll do West Fort Knot things too. Why isn't this on the cargo network? Do we not like to, or it just doesn't come on? Or maybe there's like a shelter here? Oh yeah, how much are we actually picking up?
Order accepted. Thank you.
4 large boxes. I think we could carry that on our back.
The iconic kangaroo is a marsupial native to the Australian continent.
This one's for you.
Found all throughout Australia.
Thanks for the help.
This animal is capable of hopping at speeds in excess of 60 kilometers an hour. Vehicular accidents involving kangaroos have been recorded in the past. Please keep this in mind when driving.
This is my kangaroo.
Thanks for the help. Thank you.
Ow! Thought we were chill, I saved you. Everybody see that jump? It's the action hero jump. Oh, we were gonna put this on too earlier. This. Actually, this will seem good in fights. I'm gonna do both of them. I'm gonna assign you social strands. How did we do it? these already linked up. Yeah, these are already linked up. No? $20 out of 30. This is not the place we link up with new people. Yeah, make. Okay. So these are all the people we're already connected to. Where's the new people? Where's that one screen? That screen went away. Oh, there we go. New connections. There we go. I feel like some of these people don't even play this game. All these people have like 2 likes. Those are likes. Oh, this shows you total likes received. Let's see. 95,000. 28,000. What's this guy at? 320,000. Some of them have a lot more. Whatever. I think the green is how many times they liked my stuff. Blue is like how many times I like their stuff, maybe. I just don't want stranded connections with people that don't even like to play the game anymore, you know?
Those flying things over there.
Oh jeez! Oh jeez! Ah! Birds! Not the bees! Oh my god! Oh jeez! Stay away! Ah! That was crazy. Not expecting. What are those flying things? That was cuckoo bananas. Oh, jeez. Definitely was not expecting that. Alright, where's this cargo? Are we collecting it ourselves? Oh, this stuff over here. Let's get that small Rainbow Valley Lost package. We probably should have put on cool sunglasses. What's that? These guys just seek me out whenever they see me, or what? Get off of me. Ow. I'm being assaulted. Oh, I ran the wrong way. Oh gosh. Stay away from me, you stupid freaking birds. Chiral creature birds. Do I have to shoot you away or something? Or just sprint through you like I have been? I should have picked up like a PCC. Is it gonna make me run out of my freaking batteries? I need 4 boxes versus the other 2. Over here somewhere. That's what it said. It said 4, 2 out of 4, yeah. Right there. Now we got green cryo-bite things. We have red ones, we have the normal fleshy colored ones. It's time for the greens. It's not easy being green. Oh hey, here's the sweet sandal shoes. Yeah. Emergency footwear, even though we're carrying 3 pairs of boots.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is.
Get away, birds! Get away from me! Leave me alone! That's crazy. You could probably like shoot them away, but it's way funnier just to do that. Run away scared. Being scared. We probably shouldn't have jumped the gap like we did last time.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, those birds are crazy, huh, Sam? What's up, Kangaroo Jack? Oh, let's see if there's any of these. Wow, there's a lot. Timefall shelter. We'll just do this one. That one looks cool. Go down to that new area. Looks like there's a road we could drive down. Can we even build a vehicle anywhere here though? There's a truck way down there.
Detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Process your order as requested.
And you guys got lost cargo 20 feet away from your base.
coming to visit us. Reviewing. Did you really scrounge up all the... Is this cargo what We have some data that we think you might like. Give it a look. We're upping the amount of materials you can take from our stores.
Cool.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Self-driving vehicles, that's cool, but really not necessary at all.
This data we've shared with you is the schematic for a holo grenade you can use to conceal your presence. Just toss it somewhere you want to hide, then activate it to generate a hologram that'll fool just about anyone. You can shelter behind, or even inside this hologram if you like. Of course, it won't work if the enemy sees you while you're attempting to hide, but if you use these grenades wisely, you can remain undetected for ages. If you like the sound of that, enjoy.
It's pretty cool.
Order completed. Well done.
What am I carrying? I thought this was also delivery to you. It's on my left shoulder. Oh, Rainbow Valley. Let's run back down there. Right now we're doing this first. There's that. And then on our way back to Fortnite City we can hit this. We can try those new grenades at this place. Build the Timefall shelter. Let's get one of these. Most of these guys, I'm just gonna get 2 of those, 2 of these, 1 of these. I want a decoy one, I don't need a object one. I can't store that, or maybe that was just the wrong screen. Yeah, placing grenade pouch. Is there a Timefall shelter here? Yeah, let's repair that. We're holding something that's about to break. So, we need to get over there.
Commencing route creation.
All the way around the easy way? Or through the sketchy way?
Delivery route. Much appreciated.
They put fishing in this one? fishing in games is pretty elite. Slow down, Sam. It's a tar here. This is probably a good place. Perfect. Another auto paver here. The roads probably go on forever in this one.
Looking good.
It's your time, fall shelter.
I think we're done.
Great job, Sam.
Construction process now complete.
Yeah, that wolf howling sound is, that means the sun's about to set. That's what I found out. How's the stream audio? Still good condition? Let's go get back up to animal shelter. Take some standard orders. They even throw the rope down the cliff for other players. You tell me there's a animal I can rescue nearby? Is it down there? I don't see an animal silhouette. Now, I'm a animal rescue specialist as long as a mailman, as well as a mailman. Crazy. The man who delivers and the man who saves.
Be there in no time.
I have a feeling that Fragile's doing up to some naughty stuff. She's got too much power. She's like, oh, hello, now all of a sudden I'm commander of an army. Oh, dang, I just came into your life again and your baby got stolen? Oh, trance. She's up to something fishy. I can smell it. Oh, there goes the animal shelter, losing something that's 10 feet away. Turn that light on. You gotta be able to see. Fill a cantina. I forgot the time. Shelters can do that. Take your one piece of lost cargo.
Glad that you could make it. Checking the order information now. I can't believe you found this. We'd all but given up hope. We'd like you to have this data for everything you've done. See what you think.
Well, that's pretty cool. Scare people with the BT hologram? It's just a noise, just scare the shit out of them. Wonder what type of BT it is. It's like the giant 20 feet tall ones.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
We've developed a new type of hologrenade that produces fake BTs. Most armed groups are terrified of BTs, so they'll clear out the moment they catch sight of anything resembling one. Mind you, if they happen to get close enough to touch the hologram, they'll quickly figure out it isn't real. So, think carefully about where you deploy them. Come back soon. We'll have more for you.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay, and I'll just take this stuff to them. I guess we'll draw the little route through the fire and flames.
Delivery route finalized.
It's just the new T holo grenade. How much have that decoy one? See how that is. We'll do that aid request to fight those people. Self-driving support. I don't need that one. It's kind of nice that the timefall shelters will. I'd rather have this though. It's 100. That like binds your cargo just in case you do fall, which hasn't happened to me yet. I haven't spilled my cargo everywhere. Imagine it would happen in water. Time to fit down. Throw this on our bag. We don't have any more aid requests here, right? No, they're all down towards West Fort Knott City. And then we got that fight. And then I guess we'll build a generator to the weather guy. But first of all, we're going to do that next stream. So I'm going to come over here and say what's up to everyone. And that was a fun stream. We got a lot of story. We had a crazy fire dash. We did a lot of deliveries. We didn't see any combat today, I don't think, but I'm probably going to be playing later today. No, there's no combat this time, but we got so many great story cutscenes that were really long too. So definitely super fun day. And follow me on Twitch, Andopio, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Barry_Best. I'm playing games every day, doing single player and multiplayer games. Mix it up. I play a lot of games. So, yep. I'll see you on the next episode of Dragon Ball, my streams.